All right, everybody, welcome back to Handy as Hell. Today we've got a dishwasher that won't fill up with water. Now, this is a Bosch model, so the same applies to most dishwashers, if I'm honest. Three main reasons that this happens. Simplest reason is a blocked inlet hose. So the water normally comes from under your kitchen sink and comes to your dishwasher. If that hose is crimped, blocked, something like that, you won't get enough water pressure. The dishwasher won't fill up. Reason number two, there's a little float inside these dishwashers that tell it when to fill up and when to empty. And if that is stuck, if something is stuck in there, that could trigger this problem as well. And then most common is a water inlet valve that is faulty. Now there's a million videos on YouTube on how to replace those, especially for a Bosch, so go check those out. But once it's removed, and by the way, you can do all of that without pulling the dishwasher off. There's a little panel at the bottom at floor level you can remove, get access to it. But once it's removed, I'm going to show you how to check it and a few cautionary tales about replacement parts as well. Right, here you go. This is the culprit. This is the water inlet valve on my Bosch dishwasher. Very common valve, this one. I find it on a lot of different other different models as well. But basically, water comes in here from your kitchen sink or wherever. There's a little valve here, and then water exits this way. This is electrically controlled valve, and sometimes this goes bad, the electrical part, sometimes also the valve seizes inside. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves a little electrical tester. We're going to set it to the resistance, the ohms setting there. There's plenty of videos on YouTube how to do that. And then if I touch these together, I can hear like a beeping. That means there's continuity. Now, I don't know if you can see that inside the electrical part there are two prongs, and we're going to touch one of those prongs with each one of these. So one prong touches the red, one prong touches the black, and we're going to see what kind of reading we get. Now, we should so there we are. I'm getting nada, I'm getting the old OL on the digital reading. What I should be getting is I should be getting a resistance, I believe. You can go check this out, but I should be getting a reading between kind of like 1,000 and 1,500. But I'm getting absolutely nada. So I'm almost convinced that this guy is bad. So, down to the appliance store for an exact replacement. Now, when I say exact replacement, this is an original part. This was $45. If you go on the old Amazon-y and you look for this guy, you'll find something like this that looks almost identical to this, but for $19. Now, a little cautionary tale. You might be tempted to pop that little $19 sucker in your dishwasher. But why do you think it's $19? Okay, I'm going to tell you why. First of all, quality of the parts, quality of the plastic and all that is probably not the same. Second of all, the quality control on the parts. When these original parts go into the dishwashers, there's quality control done on them to make sure they will not fail, because if you get a cheap one and it does fail, it might just flood your kitchen, and you don't want that. So for the sake of 2.5 times the price of the cheap one, I think it's worth plonking this in there, especially if you're doing it yourself. Anyway, that's enough. I'm going to reassemble this. Fingers crossed it's all going to work, and we'll check it out. Right, well, you can probably hear well, I can hear there's water in there. So it seems like it's filling, but the acid test, well, if we just interrupt this. Oh, look at all of that water. All right. So, I don't know if you can see that, but the new valve is in. And that was a simple fix. Just like that.